my GoPro, remember I had fixed it. In order to do so, I had to, hey, calm down, geese. In order to do so, I had to leave the battery in there because you can't update your GoPros unless there's a battery in there. So because of that, I left the battery in there, and this thing keeps on telling me that the battery is dead. But it's dumb because I have a battery connected to it, a power bank connected to it. So couple things here, guys. Since I got a battery connected to it, or inside of it, it is trying to use the battery and not the power bank. So because of that, the GoPro keeps dying. But I cannot take the battery out because I tightened that thing with my Leatherman, which I do not have my Leatherman. So, whatever. Let's just hope that the chat is visible, because sometimes the chat goes away. Also, so yeah, there's a battery in there, which wouldn't be too big of a problem if I had my Leatherman, but I do not have my Leatherman. So, whatever. What the heck kind of symbol is that, Creel? So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make do with what we got here. It might not be the best angles, guys, but... yeah, bro, I ain't got my Leatherman again. I was trying to see if this active target was going to work. And by doing so, I forgot about my Leatherman. But the active target works. So we answered that. Poodle, son of a fish. But again, the Zero or Hero is still out there, guys. So we're going to have to figure out the best way to do this. You guys might have to be, let's see what this angle looks like. You guys might have to be staring at my posterior, or I'm going to give you a different angle, and you might not like that angle either. I mean, this angle right here is somewhat dangerous because if my phone falls, it might fall into the water. We are trying out this other Lucky Craft sort of square bill. Not this angle. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you, Spot. You're not going to be happy about the other angle either. This square bill, I might take him off. He only goes 3 feet. I have one that goes 5 feet. A little KVD. Oh, we got 15 minutes till sunset. Uh-oh, guys. Technical difficulties, not having your tools, and the like. Might cost me 25 bucks. I doubt it, but it might. Anything's possible. That felt weird. Bro, I can't change it. All right, I'm gonna change the angle, dude. That angle right there, I mean, it's the angle right there is the best that we could do for now. But let me try it, bro. Let me change the angle real quick. Watch, bro. This is the other angle I can give you, and this angle, I mean, I think that's worse. This might be a worse angle, dude. I'm just trying to catch a fish, bro. I don't know where else I can place this phone. Maybe I could put it on the... It's gonna get weird. Let's try this angle, bros. Maybe this one's better. How about that one? I can't see your comments, but you guys, comment amongst yourselves. You guys see my modesty stool? It blocks everything. Look. Look, my modesty stool, bros. It blocks everything. Remember, guys, we do have the zero or hero going on. If I zero tonight, today, whenever, right now, whatever this is, if I zero, I will pay out a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. But this one just so happens to also have another 25 that was thrown on by Q. I can't see everything that's going on. I'm assuming the moderator's saying something, because how am I saying something when I am all the way over here? Or maybe she just put the comment. I'm gonna have to watch the stream on this other phone. Technology. All right, let's move. I'll leave you guys right there, maybe. Navies are on. Navies are on. What do we got here, guys? Glide bait. Que no. Oh, that osprey has a fish. Yes. Man, there are so many gnats up here, bro. It's disgusting. We let our glide bait glide too close to the ground. This is weird, guys. It's like I'm in a tournament, but by myself. Because I can't see your comments. It's a rock. Bro, that thing, when it goes flying, it probably has a million gnats on it as it hits the ground or the water. That's gross. There are a bunch of gnats up there. Probably the least amount of words I've said fishing in a while. That thing helicopter basically almost took me up into the sky. I don't know how we're staying in the same spot, bro. I'm not spot locked. Hopefully you guys are entertaining yourselves because I cannot see from here. That's a rock. It's either no communication with the chat or butt side view. So I thought you guys would appreciate no communication with the chat. All right, we're gonna knock off the Zero Hero by getting the fish on a crankbait. Let's get that out of the way. Got a rock to bite. that's a nasty abrasion. The heck was that? Pretty sure that osprey shot some shat into the water. Definitely osprey shat. I do thank it for not putting it in my direction. All right, we're gonna have to retie. I don't like this guy. I mean, he's whatever, but I don't trust him. He's not really a square bill either. He's like a little dumb bill. But actually, guys, should I try that other color? It's gonna be kind of tough. So I don't know. I don't think my chat is updating. So, oh yes, it is. Thank you, Moon. I didn't know how long it was there, but this is a dumb bill for sure. I did find out, doing a little bit of research into the into getting some of those BDSs. I found out that the BDS stands for Big Daddy Strike. So Big Daddy Strike is what it's called. This one is not a Big Daddy Strike. This one's a KJ Flat. So I kind of feel like I need to put on. So I have a Big Daddy Strike in the boat, but it's not the same color as American Shad. Let me show it to you guys. It's also not the same size. So this is a BDS-1. That's a BDS-1 right there. A little chartreuse with some gunmetal. That's a BDS-1 Fat CB. So I don't know. I don't remember how deep this one goes. I think it goes 1 to 3 feet. And I think this idiot right here goes 1 to 3 feet. But we are going to bounce. Stay with us, homies. We are going to bounce. This rodcast feels weird, bro, since I can't talk to you guys. Plus, I got a mic on, even though the mic isn't connected to you guys. So that's dumb. So I could connect it to you guys. Nope, that's the flat. All right. Let's move. We're going to go to the Rip Rap. Go get ourselves a... We'll get ourselves a zero or hero fish. We think, because we don't have the American Shad, so we might not get the fish. Well, that's cool that you sent me a photo, old school, but I can't do nothing because if I exit out of this live, then it's going to end the stream. So, sorry dog, I can't do nothing for you. But I can do this. Washalo! It's gonna be a little windy, guys. But washalo, bros. Oh! Hey, washalo, bro! Peace out, homies. Okay, so we are going to. It's gonna get a little noisy for you guys because I don't have the mic audio protection. Actually, let's face it this way so you guys can see. Oh, we're having fun! Okay, I guess this guy's just gonna cross in front. No big deal. Let's see if the riprap has grass on this side. It might have grass on both sides. I have no idea. The wind was kind of weird right now. Hopefully there's no grass. Catch a fish on the scope. I just wanted to make sure that it worked. It works. Now it's time to sell the whole boat. How it works, bro. It's time to sell the whole boat. All right, bro. Back to your position. We'll see what happens. We are in the clear with eelgrass. Here we go, guys. This guy does not dive as deep as the American shad. So we're going to see how this plays out. This is iffy, dudes. These are all new tools. This crankbait is not the American shad. But it still gets bit. And there you go, guys. That little flippity floppity right there that's smacking the phone, that is the Zero or Hero fish. Let's get off the riprap. This little son of a fish is the Zero or Hero fish. Washala, put a tiny guy in the house. Fat guy and a little bass. That's a little bass right there, guys. This little Juan right there, no tag. Got us out of the $50 Zero or Hero. Thank the good Lord that we caught that fish. We are going to work the rest of this riprap. And let's see if we can pull out a 7-pounder. Let's see what's up, dogs. You know it's possible. We've done it here before. So, my dudes, you know what we got to do. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. Did you just give me a golden poop, bro? It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. That is now officially 9 or 10 consecutive outings where we did not zero. And I do not know why Moon dropped the deuce on us. I didn't like that, Moon. We're going to try and get something bigger than that. We are okay with that little fish. We would much rather have a bigger fish, but we'll take that little fish. Suspected spam trying to cut the stream. All right, guys, this suspected spam, I should tell you guys what the phone number is so that you could call it. And in that way, we could spam. But that's probably what spam wants, for us to call it, and then spam have our number. Since we got to the riprap a little earlier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a jig to these outcroppings and see if I can catch something other than a catfish. Last time, I believe that well, we won't even talk about the missed fish. The missed fish is ancient history. There's a little bit of eelgrass here. That little bit has become a lot of bit, at least in that section. Well, this guy might be a one and done crankbait. Toss a jig right here. But since I'm tossing, that means I can go get the phone and I can see what chat is saying now. Okay, let's see what. All right. My phone's vibration sounds like a Spanish tune. And what Spanish tune is that, bro? It was not from West Virginia. It was an Alabama number. Who told you I caught a fish there? Q. Who told you about that, bro? Yo, moderator, remember the days when... Dudes, this is how down for the game the moderator was. There was a time when every message that you guys would send, the moderator had to type it and send it to me so that I could see it on my watch. That's how down for the game she was. Sorry about that, guys. That's the angle you gotta get. She typed in every single message. She typed in every single message, then I had to read every single message off my watch. I had to read every single message off my watch before we what do you call it? We came up with this setup. Dudes, because that was when I was using my 360 camera. And every single message that you guys put in there, she just typed it, and my watch was buzzing and buzzing and buzzing and buzzing, and I had to look at it. It was chaos. But then we finally settled on the GoPro situation with a phone and whatever, and she no longer had to do that. But she earned the moderator title, so that is why she is the moderator. That was a lot of typing. I am throwing a jig to this outcropping right here. I don't know if this is a better angle for you guys. When I'm throwing the jig, I can use one hand to hold the phone and then one hand to work. It's making it a little hard to reel in, but it's all for the game. What in the heck is Rude putting here? A quarter parrot? A quarter times 3 parrots. I have no idea what is going on. All I know is that Moon put a golden turd on there. I didn't like it because, I mean, he even put it out there when I was singing The Streak That Never Ends. Hawkins, what up? Correct, Anonymous. If a BBL bites, basically if anything bites, you guys are going to see the sky for a little bit. You're just going to hear tonk tonk and see the sky. Hopefully that's foreshadowing right there. We'll throw one more cast to this edge right here, and then we'll run the crankbait down to the next outcropping, and then we'll we'll throw some jigs to it. Remember, guys, we have ordered our Fat CB Big Daddy Strike 2.0 from Lucky Craft American Shad. Tomorrow I will have the GoPro setup correct. I thought if some just bit me. Bugs are biting. I thought if I had the battery in there. Now, maybe if it was fully charged, I think that's what it was. It wasn't fully charged, so it was only charged enough because I believe that the power bank will keep it charged enough to just slowly drain throughout the stream, but not completely. But since it wasn't fully charged, then it ended up draining completely. And that's why we are set up how we are right now, vertical. I don't know if you guys can even see anything right now. I'm gonna try and cast eelgrass here. I don't like it. But I guess the dumbbell could catch a fish, and it's got another bite. Don't hate on the dumbbell. It's not a big one. It's just another little Juan. We got ourselves another little Juan on the dumbbell. This is definitely not a BBL, bros. This is the smallest little dumbbell you're gonna see. Look at that guy. Buddha tiny. No tag on that guy. Eelgrass on the tail hook. Messing up my grind. There's just enough eelgrass to cause this guy problems. And there's just enough bugs to cause me problems. For the record, I have stopped the forward-facing sonar. The eelgrass has cleared up here. And my apologies to the chat that I cannot interact. I mean, I guess I could. Let me try this. I'm afraid that if I go check the chat, then Moon is just going to golden turd me again. Potentially this guy doesn't displace enough water. He's weak. He's all skinny and stuff. You know what I'm saying? These fish are looking for them thick baits. All right, we're gonna throw a jig right here. Try not to get bugs in our eye. And then we'll call it. There are definitely quite a few bugs out here. It's kind of gross. All right, let's see what we got here. The glass ballroom in the sky. Yo, what's up? Is that you, Hex? We only caught 2 little ones, bro. We had a couple of technical difficulties. That's why we're coming to you from a phone rather than the usual setup. A penny will ruin your whole life. What the heck is this guy talking about? Yo, Colin, you've got the Cartoon Network tower to worry about? What are you talking about, bro? You're talking about something's home for imaginary friends? I forgot what it was called. Colin and the Cartoon Network tower. Foster's home for imaginary friends. That's what it was. Hey, moderator, don't be putting it at the same time that I said it. Acting like you knew what I was talking about. Foster's home for imaginary friends. That is it. Now Colin claims that Cartoon Network is from Canada. Always. Canadiizing everything. Canadaizing some kind of Canada something everything. So it might be that we only catch 2. But we have established that our active target works. Now, did we really use it? Not necessarily. It was on, but it didn't really, we didn't utilize it like most do. We just had it on just to see that everything was working well. And it did. So what does that open up for us? It opens up a lot of things. What the heck is that? What are those things? I don't know just yet. Then we also saw that the GoPro worked better now that it is in widescreen. I don't know what the heck it was in before. And we updated our Ghost trolling motor. We weren't really having a problem with the Ghost trolling motor, but it said, yo, you should update me. So I was like, all right. Garmin's 360 came out and it's weak. I was unaware that electronics had any preferences, bro. So, I mean, I guess we wish it the best. I mean, if you come out, then you come out, bro. To each their own. Well, Unlimited, you gotta look around, dog. You never know what's creeping around the corner in the dark. So, could be lechuzas behind me. You let me know. You guys see a lechuza back here somewhere? Or it could be, I mean, who knows, bro? The Llorona could be back there. There's all kinds of stuff. Plus, there's a billion bugs. I kind of feel like I'm looking around like I'm robbing a bank. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to rob the bank. All right, so... Those are definitely natural born instincts, bro. You got to keep your head on a swivel. The only thing is you guys don't notice it when you're back there. Actually, I think it's because you guys have my back. So when you have my back, I don't look around so much because if something attacks me from behind, you guys will at least have seen it and been all like, oh yeah, that was definitely a lechuza. The lechuza got him and flew away with him. Yo, Cube, what's up? If it's my trim switch, bro, I will look back because you got to. No matter what you guys say, you gotta look back. Hey, Moon, do not take any of Colin's money, bro. That's like Canadian pesos, bro. I don't even know if they count here in America. He's trying to rip you off. It's basically monopoly money. He's like, hey, buddy, send me some koiki, plastisol, whatevers, and I'll send you some Canadian dollar bucks. And then Moon's all like, heck yeah, I'll do that, bro. And then you're going to take it to the bank, and the bank's going to be all like, bro, are you going to trade in Boardwalk as well? Do you got Park Place? Where shall we put your hotel? What do you mean you're coming over here with this Canadian pesos? And everybody's going to be all like, oh, look at this fool. He got tricked with some Canadian pesos. $23.23 says he's got 4 railroads. So Moon, if you go and land on any of his railroads, that means that's probably the only way that you'll be able to pay somebody with Colin's Canadian pesos. I don't even know if 2323 would even accept your Canadian pesos. Let him know, 23, will you accept his Canadian pesos? Let me turn the camera angle so that you guys could stop seeing me looking around, and then you guys can look at the lure and see if I get bit. All right, well, seeing as how 23 is a railroad tycoon, he will not accept your Canadian pesos. Ah, bro, meet at the border. And hey, since there's no river on that border, what is there, Colin? Hey, I'm not familiar with the Canadian border, Colin. What is there? Like a wall of trees? Like a whole cavalry of Mounties? A bunch of moose heads made into a fence? What is at the border, Colin? Like, let's say the border where like not like a city or something, but just the border out in the wild. I'm just trying to see if you and Moon could actually meet up and what do you call it, toss over. You'll be there standing looking at each other, and they're like, hey buddy, toss the bait now. And then Moon will be all like, hey vato, toss the play money. And then you guys will just be trying to see who will throw what first until you trust each other. And then, potentially, Moon will throw the Koiki imitation, and then Colin will just run away and say, ha, buddy, it's mine now, pal. And he'll just keep on running with his head separating all the way over there. He might be laughing so hard that the top portion of his head falls down, and then he has to come back and pick it up. Okay, what are you talking about drones, bro? Who's got drones? You guys got drones or we got drones? Because you guys aren't technically crossing the border, bro. You're tossing baits at each other, which might be illegal because you didn't go through customs. Ah, yes, cast over the money, and then Moon will set the hook, and then you can take your imitation koiki. All right, so what if you did this, Colin? Now, I don't know how Moon would get the product to you. But what if you got a little hot air balloon just even a balloon. You put your money in it and you waited for a day that the wind was blowing in the right direction. I mean, you can't control the wind, so there was nothing wrong on your part. And then Moon just happens to be there and says, hey, would you look at that? I just got me some play money. Now, I don't know how Moon is going to get you the koiki. Maybe when the winds shift the other way. Dude, I watched that freaking Trailer Park Boys, and that was not as hilarious to me as it might be to you guys. I was watching it and I was like, all right, I'm going to give this about maybe half a season's worth of a chance. And I watched, I think, probably 2 seasons. I mean, one full season. And then I was all like, what am I watching? Do I need to be in a different mind state in order to find this hilarious? Now, there was some parts that it was all like, okay, that gave me a little chuckle. But the rest of it was, what the heck? And I'm seeing that all of you guys love it. So knowing you guys the way I don't, but knowing your particular preferences for altered mindsets, I believe that plays a big role. It's anonymous, one of Anonymous's favorite shows too. I don't know about you guys. I tried it, bros. I tried it. I gave it a shot. Even the moderator was watching, and she's all like, I don't know about this. I was like, yeah, I don't know about this either. Did I start in season 1? Of course I did, Colin. That's how you watch shows. You don't start in season 10 and work your way backwards. What the heck? Come on, bro. Nobody has ever watched, I mean, unless you're Star Wars and you're all like, okay, bro, we're going to do the 3 movies or so further into the movie franchise, and then we're going to go back and ruin it with some prequels, and then we're going to be all like, oh yeah, that was great, wasn't it? So Star Wars ruined itself that way, but of course I watched it season 1, bro. Well, the Rodcast, some of the comments in the Rodcast do not reflect the views of the Rodcast or the Latin Bassassin. But all I'm saying is that show was not great. There were a couple chuckles. There were a couple of like outrageous moments that I was all like, what the heck? Hey, so I'm not trying to spoiler alert anything, but I'm assuming, and I don't even remember these guys' names. Maybe it was like Randy or something. I have no idea. But I'm assuming that the chick that was with that other dude, my assumption is, and of course, spoiler alert, guys, if you're going to watch this show, this is just, I'm trying to get clarification, seeing as how I didn't finish seeing the entire show. But my guess is that trailer park chick that was with one of the dudes, not the black-haired dude, but the, I don't know, dirty blonde dude. I don't know how to describe his hair. Maybe it was just brown. But she was with that guy. I'm assuming that kid is the black-haired dude's kid. That's my guess, but those were just the vibes I was getting. Am I correct in saying that? Are you saying that one of the dudes in the show passed away? What are you talking about, Moon? I tossed you guys on the floor for this. Let me show you this monster that I tossed you guys on the floor for. Bros, don't even mess with me while I'm fishing, because this is what's going to happen to you, bros. Watch out. Watch out. Look at this giant right here that I tossed you guys on the floor for. Watch out, bros. Look at this guy. What is this, a warmouth or whatever they call these guys? I don't know. He's a little brim-like. Look at this son of a fish. He ate my jig. Half ounce jig, and this idiot's out here just munching. I'm going to tell you, I didn't go easy on the hook set, bros. Look at him. He's gone. Ozarks was filmed in Lanier. Old school, what up, dog? Hey, old school, whatever picture you sent me, bro, I will post it on the group chat or the community, because I can't get out of this without getting out of this. You know what I'm saying? The supervisor, so the skinny old dude. Yeah, I think it was a warmouth or whatever the heck they call that. It was definitely not a perch, bro. It was I believe they're warmouths. It wasn't a brim. Dude, why is everybody... I don't understand. They're putting like, what is that? Japanese letters? I have no idea what that is. I've seen Rude do it a couple times. Unlimited, I think, did it. This is what happens when I have to hold the phone. Well, I assure you, Colin, that I did not intend to get that guy. So, it was very rare here. Let me see what time it is. 8:12. All right, I'm going to see if there's eelgrass, and then I'm just going to burn the bank. I was going to stop right here and end it. But Anonymous was right. Once the bite happened, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. One more cast with this jig, and then we are going to run with the crankbait, see what happens. Whew, good thing I didn't have to pay $25 and 25 of Q's money. Well, this cast with a jig was immediately hung up. So we will switch back to the crankbait after this. I don't know what happened to all the eelgrass. All right, it's free. What up? Let's run a crankbait. I'm gonna have to put you guys back over where you guys hang out, over in the corner. See what you guys can see. I don't know what you can see, but good luck. I don't like necessarily the feel of this bait. It doesn't feel like it's doing much of a wobble, much displacement, much to do about nothing is basically what he's up to. Oh, I didn't put any thump gel on him. This is a good stretch right here with no eelgrass, but again, I don't have a lot of confidence in this bait. We just needed something. The American shad will show up, hypothetically, tomorrow. We just needed something to get in the water. Just getting gross grass on them. Just slowing down the game. Again, he doesn't have that square bill. He's got a rounded dumbbell. So I looked up the rules on the sealing, and on Thursday I need to be off the water. If I get on the water, I might not, but if I get on the water on Thursday, I need to be off by 8 p.m. Tournament starts at 6 a.m. So on Friday, I'll probably be on the water at probably 5 a.m. But you cannot cast. So I'll just be hanging out on the boat for an hour. You can go to your spot, you just can't cast. So that's how it'll go down. Friday, I'll be on the water. I'll be on the water at I'd say about 5, because what I'm gonna try and do is be at a location, because what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a bazillion people in this tournament. So the docks are gonna be full. So I'm gonna try and get out there ridiculously early, since I'm out here by myself. So I'm gonna be ridiculously early and then just hunker down. I might take a nap, hang out. That felt like possibly a bite. I might take a nap, hang out, and wait till 6 in the morning. But be in whatever location I will be fishing. So prior to the tournament, then I'll be able to chat with you guys. So from whatever time I get on the water to 6 in the morning, we'll chat if there's anybody awake at that time. And then after that, we will go radio silent. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm liking this guy. The fat BDS, the fat Big Daddy Strike. Like, I have a lot of confidence in that size and type of lure. But this one, he only catches little Juan. At least in this location. The Big Daddy Strike has like a wider wobble. And it actually goes a little bit deeper than this. This is a 1 to 3 foot crankbait. The other guy is like 3 to 5. So I don't think we're gonna hook into another one. Just no confidence in this bait. Plus, I can't really feel him bumping into the rocks and stuff. Two more casts, guys, and then we will call it an evening. I more than likely will be out here tomorrow because I gotta check my American shad. Make sure it still handles business. All right, so we caught 3 fish. 2 which were bass. The other one was, who knows? Could have been a mean mouth. Could have been a whatever. Many a possibility. We kept from having to pay out. That's always good. Well, good for me. Maybe not good for you guys, but good for me if I don't got to pay out. Ew, gross bugs here. Let's see, what won't we? The un-American shad. Colin, relax, dog, relax. Uh-oh. Colin, relax. Don't come in here talking shad about my American shad. Time to get my bass home. That is correct, Merc. And again, I apologize, guys, that I was not prepared for this situation. I didn't have I don't have my Leatherman here. So my Leatherman would have allowed me to take the battery out of, don't ask me why, guys, but the Leatherman would have allowed me to take the battery out of the GoPro, and then that way I'd be able to put everything back together and get it to work. But you know, plans and whatever. I'm gonna go over this area, see if there's grass. Because eventually, guys, the humps will come back into play. I don't know if they're in play just yet. Tomorrow we will test the humps. Ah, yes, we will be fishing the Big Bass Splash out on Lake Guntersville. You are correct. Atkins Homestead, will you be fishing the Big Bass Splash? And I'm going to tell you guys right now, we are going to go for home runs. There is a potential that we may zero all 3 days, but we are going for home runs. We will not be chasing little Juans. We will be chasing BBL Drizzies. That is what we will be chasing. Okay, so right now, this hump that I'm going over does not have a lot of grass. Nor do I see a lot of bass. I don't see much on it. There's a little carpet of grass, but not like it usually is. And again, guys, we will be live during this tournament. We were given permission to go live. We just couldn't interact with the chat. So we don't have a problem with that. We will do our thing. And then at the end of the tournament, which I believe it ends at 2 every day, starts at 6, ends at 2. Oh, Atkins. We might see each other. Well, Atkins, hopefully we see each other on the winner's podium, bro. I wish you the best of luck, dude. Hopefully you win a boat. Ned Riggs and Carolina, you get out of here, Spot. You get out of here. You get. Atkins, we appreciate that. Now, hopefully, we see each other, say what's up, and then one of us rides off in the boat, the new boat that we won, and the other one is cashing in, I don't know, I think it's 2,500. Hopefully that's the case, bro. Guy over here. Talking about Ned Riggs. Bro, why don't you just, I don't know, bro. Why don't you just say you hate me? Yeah, we will be fishing all 3 days. All 3 days. So there could be 3 days of zeros, guys. The streak that never ends might end because we get 3 days of zeros. But again, we will be going for Puro Sábado Gigantes. We're going for the big girls, the BBLs. We are not messing around. But, you know, we might get bored and be all like, let's just, let's throw some lines and get a bite. But for the most part, we will not be going for a tiny fish. Whoa. Those brights. I mean, that's not even brights, bro. Look at that. Those are not brights. Those are the regular lights. Now I know why people flash me their brights. Actually, I should have just ended that with, now I know why people flash me, and then I would have been in trouble at my house. Who's your partner? Day 1. No one, bro. Day 2. The person who is my partner for day 2, because they're not really partners, bro, but day 2, my person, or the person that is my partner for day 2, shall remain anonymous. And day 3, they shall remain anonymous as well. So, we'll see who it ends up. Same all the time. I throw glides and buzz baits. I won't have you bossing me around. And I don't think I'm gonna throw a buzz bait. Gotta play my own track for the outro. Yeah, dog, I'm about to get in the truck. I can't do nothing.
Ah, yeah, Atkins, we're gonna be winning chair. That's what's up, dog. If you're up there, shout me out, bro. And then I'll shout out if I'm up there. I'll be like, yo, Atkins, where are you in this crowd? Where you at, dog? And we'll shout each other out, bro. What are you talking about, Merc? I said they shall remain anonymous. Not every anonymous person is anonymous. Come on, Merc. Oh my God, bro. Everybody anonymous is going to be anonymous. Nah, bro. Remember, plus he's Baynonymous. Baynonymous? I would have said Baynonymous if it was anonymous. All right, my dudes. I will holla at you because I'm going to get in my truck. It's going to go to my Bluetooth, and then it's going to be all like, I'm just going to be talking without you being able to hear me. So, my dudes, remember, I'll see you guys tomorrow, God willing, weather permitting. So, let's go. Fish around and find out.